Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
At Eden Roc Cap Cana, we received a special visit from international chef David Kinch, winner of 3 Michelin stars, who arrived to delight our guests with his delicious menu. Our world-class cuisine and expertise were the perfect combination to create dishes that captivated our guests.
I ended up working in a kitchen one day, and I was immediately enamored, sucked into the atmosphere, almost kind of like a pirate ship atmosphere. It's about a team that worked very, very hard to make other people happy. And the minute I felt this feeling in this high energy environment, I was hooked.
Chef David Kinch is a 3 Michelin star chef, Emmy Award winner, who has joined for a culinary collaboration with Eden Roc Cap Cana this month, and we're delivering our gala dinner for all the guests of our hotel and the community of Cap Cana on this incredible Saturday night. We hope everybody really enjoys. Bon appetit.
In an exclusive and entertaining chat with the international chef David Kinch and the renowned gastronomical journalist Juliette Izon, the chef told us several things.
What's your favorite dish?
I don't have a favorite dish. I tend to eat very simply at home. Varies over time. No special dish. Grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, it has been.
That's a great one. Do you have a favorite drink?
I like to drink wine. I like rum a lot too. Rum's sort of my thing in terms of spirits.
David Kinch in Eden Roc, I think, is something spectacular, special for Cap Cana. Bringing one of the best chef in American chef and American chef in the world is something that can bring a lot of new experience to the culinary panorama of Eden Roc and even Cap Cana. So I think our guests can be an amazing experience and enjoy our culinary journey.
We're getting ready to host David Kinch's celebrity dinner event. Tonight we have a very special and unique event. We will be hosting 80 VIP guests, invitation only. At the moment we're fine-tuning for tonight's event, where our chefs are in the kitchen finishing the mise en place, and our service team is getting the tables ready. We expect to have our first guests arriving within 2 hours, and we will be ready to welcome them with a fantastic glass of champagne.
With our team, the kitchen team, we're working together with the Chef Kinch and his chef to cook together these days and prepare the next 3 events. Basically, I think we will have a lot of fun with 3 types of different events, but different and always amazing.
Very good. The team of Eden Roc would like to know what is the most important lesson that you've learned as a chef?
The most important lesson I've learned as a chef is to be open to new ideas, One of the reasons why I started to cook was I thought it could afford me the opportunity to see the world and visit different cultures, eat different foods and that sort of thing. And it still is very, very exciting to me. So we're very excited to be here. I love to eat out. I think eating out, the best restaurants tend to be a real genuine reflection of the place where they are. Restaurants that you could pick up and put anywhere, whether it's in Tokyo, Barcelona, New York, Milan, London, they can be very, very good restaurants, but they don't have a special character. The things that excite me most are restaurants that are of a certain place that you could have nowhere else. You have to travel there to eat, the reflection of their environment, who they are and where they are. I have a lot of memorable experiences, but it's from traveling to go and eat at places. I've had some really great experiences recently in Mexico and Italy and France within the past year.
The first one will be on Thursday with a chef on the star. So we have David Kinch and our team working together to make small dishes and have an informal dinner on the beach.
Well, we're trying to represent our style a little bit, but we're also not afraid to come in and absorb what Cap Cana and Eden Roc has to offer us. First things we talked about were the ingredients that were available, what we could expect. We do a dish that's always been on the menu that's never changed. Is a dish that we call Into the Vegetable Garden or Into the Garden. And we're doing that dish here. We're doing that dish tomorrow night. And we're working with a lot of the local fruits and vegetables, the herbs, all that. We're going to use this format of how we build this dish at the restaurant, where we're using almost all the products that we can find from Cap Cana.
Preparing for an event with celebrity chef and Emmy Award winner David Kinch is no easy task. Our team worked tirelessly to make sure all details were looked after and we did not overlook anything. Having experience of welcoming several celebrity chefs and relationship chefs in the past at Eden Roc Cap Cana gave us a base of what we would have been presented with when organizing this unique collaboration with Chef Kinch. This, however, did not prepare us for everything that had to be done.
What advice do you have, like one nugget of advice that you give to home cooks who are trying to improve their culinary skills?
There's two. First, don't cook from recipes. Use recipes as inspiration. Nobody knows. I don't know how long to keep a piece of fish on one side and flipping it over. You can't time it. Every conditions is different. So the physical act of cooking means having a knowledge and reference points and an understanding of what happens when something cooks.
How do you stay connected to the local community and food culture when you're creating?
That's pretty easy to do, to stay connected to the local food culture. We're very lucky in California because of the quality of ingredients. So a lot of our producers are local producers. Over the course of being open for 20 years, there are certain people that we've been buying specific products from for a very long time. I've been buying my strawberries and my asparagus from the same people for over 20 years now. So being a part of the community, giving back to the community, is actually people who share the like-minded passion of what we do. We try to be the best we can possibly be. And when we find people who are growers or producers that share a like-minded passion for their particular project, I think that is about as close to community as you can get.
So with the local people, the local feel, and the dinner will be like a California mood, and David Kinch will bring like 3 typical dishes from his country. And then at the end will be the main dinner, the forehand dinner with David Kinch. Will be the best dinner, I think. And we will make 4 dishes each one for an amazing experience for our guests.
Hit the beach.
My culinary philosophy over the years has changed. I think the older I've got, the simpler it has become. I realized that really the best quality food is really from the quality of ingredients. It's one of the things that drew me to California. In terms of creativity, it sounds boring, but to this day, it still remains the seasons. You wait 3 months until springtime or summertime for specific products. When they come, you welcome them with open arms, and the new ideas, the ideas from the past, but also the new ideas that have developed during this time. And after 3 months of the season, you start to look forward to the next season. So the seasons and the various ingredients continue to remain my main source for inspiration.
Finally, the last dinner will be forehand with the David Kinch chef, and so we will make 4 dishes each one for an amazing tasting menu and the elevated experience for our guests to Blue Restaurant. So I think will be something really fantastic with our guests.
Can you walk us, in a short amount of time,
This could be good with feet.
of the process of creating a menu for a high-end restaurant, and talk, I guess, specifically about the balance between wanting to innovate versus keeping things on the menu that are still familiar to your diners?
Yes, particularly at Manresa, we didn't have any real signature dishes. We had dishes that sounded the same, but they changed quite frequently. We made it a point, part of our philosophy was not to repeat dishes from the past. We might have made an asparagus dish, and then next asparagus season, when we started talking about what we were going to do with it, we would use these dishes as reference point, but we made real concentrated efforts not to do the exact same dish. So it was to move forward. So in building the menu, when we changed the menu, we didn't change the menu in one big push. It tended to kind of morph organically. One dish would change, and then another dish would change to different spots. So it kind of evolved over time. It wasn't like on May 31st, we were going to switch from our spring menu and go to our summer menu. We just kind of, went with the flow, but we also looked for balance, lighter dishes at the beginning, try to alternate hot and cold dishes, didn't want to do more than 2 meat courses. We tend to always start with a fresh fruit dessert and finish with a richer dessert like chocolate or something like that. Maybe little snacks at the beginning. And so we had this overall format, but other than that, it kind of changed organically.
So how often are you changing up?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. I'd say the menu changes 5 to 10% every day, and maybe big wholesale changes every 6 weeks or so.
The gala dinner on Saturday will be a 4-hands dinner where Chef Kinch will be joined by the team of the Culinary of Eden Roc Cap Cana, and where the guests will be presented with a unique dining collaboration with a full set menu presented by a 3-star Michelin chef in the Dominican Republic.
tired, but you know, all the pressure that we had at the beginning now is out. We are so happy to have this dinner. I mean, working with the chef was a dream as well for our team. People sometimes, you know, having experience to cook together with Chef Kinch is something that can happen every day. We was surprised. We was not surprised about, you know, his concentration and, you know, attention for the details, and, you know, all the team stay behind him to make sure that each movement was perfect, and, you know, to help him. And I think that the guests are super happy. The guests are really appreciated all the dinner. It was a fantastic, you know, tasting menu. Even our dishes was super appreciated from them. And you know, it's something that I think we're gonna remember for many years, even in Eden Roc, and even for my team, you know. So thanks so much to Chef, to your team, and we hope to make another event like this, you know. we hope soon to work together again.
And you gave us some advice for home chefs, but for people who really want to be professional chefs, do you have?
Professional chefs, keep your cutting board clean. So it's simple. The business we work in, the métier we choose is tough. It's demanding. It requires a lot of stamina. And the single most important thing to do is to learn as much as you possibly can and move on until you achieve the goal that you have set for yourself, whether it's opening up a restaurant, an inn, a hotel, or working a particular place. You want to find someone who's a mentor, someone who can teach you, someone who can lead by example that you look up to, that you always use as a reference point and refer back to later on in your career. You work at this place, you work for a year or so, you learn as much as you can or as much as they want to give you, then you pack your bags and you go someplace else and you learn something new and something different. I think the more you expose yourself to various meals, foodstuffs, the style of how people cook, can only benefit you in the long run. I think also they should pay attention, especially now, this day and age, about how you inspire and motivate people who will not only work around you, your peers, but perhaps people who you're going to manage someday, because that has become that much more important nowadays.
Absolutely.